Before I begin, can I just get a show of hands of how many of you showed up to the march? Any march? Yes. All right. Thank you guys. I just want to thank you guys personally because each and every one of you have a voice and I'm glad you're using it. Okay. There was a time when I didn't have to worry about saying shotgun when walking towards my friend's car. There was a time when I didn't think twice about doing a little handgun sign as a sociable gesture. There was a time when I didn't have to make sure my classroom door was locked because my teacher might forget. Those times are long gone. My childhood and innocence was stripped away in a matter of 6 minutes and 20 seconds. But I don't want to focus on me, because you already know that story. I want to focus on you. I want to focus on your family, on your friends, on your roommates, on your neighbors. You don't deserve this. Your town doesn't deserve what Parkland is going through. Your town doesn't deserve what Newtown, Aurora, Charleston, Chicago, New Orleans have gone through. And that's why we do this. We fight for you and your children or future children because they shouldn't have to grow up in a world where they're terrified to walk to the corner store because they might get shot. They shouldn't have to grow up in a world where their place of sanctuary is a war zone. This fight has persisted long before Parkland students entered the arena. But this time is different because we are the survivors. We are the survivors from an affluent community, opening the conversation to people whose voices have been deemed unimportant for far too long. This is a bipartisan issue because ultimately, shooters don't aim for Republicans. Shooters don't aim for Democrats. They aim for innocent people, lives they want to steal. Yeah. And the last thing we want to do is repeal the Second Amendment because we understand the importance of self-protection. What we are doing is working towards regulation. Regulations that are meant for the betterment of society. 1. Universal comprehensive background checks because the federal law is only ever as strong as the weakest state law. 2. 1 digitized registrar for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms because it's about time they enter the 21st century. 3. Funds for the Center of Disease Control to research gun violence because it is truly a disease. These 3 have about 97% support from the citizens of our country. So why aren't the people on Capitol Hill doing anything?
Cowards!
And the last 2 points have about 64% support from the general public. And note, we understand that these are long-term goals and don't sit right with a lot of people right now. But 4, high-capacity magazine ban. Because no 19-year-old should be able to walk into my school and shoot off 160 rounds in 6 minutes. And 5, the ban on assault weapons. Weapons that belong nowhere but war. With that being said, you don't have to support all of my ideals to support lives. Reach out to your state legislators, speak to your own congressman, fight for what you think is right, because just don't let politicians take advantage of you. Make them hear you out because you are their constituent. Never allow them to put a special interest group in front of your life. And if they do, vote them out.